Good morning, well, afternoon. Hope we're all good. So, as the weather's really nice and it's not so cold and it's quite mild, I've come out to a beautiful little village church. Now, from what I can gather on the internet, it does say the church is open, so we will go in there. But first of all, I'm just going to take you a walk round the grounds. Here we are then. And there is the church. I think this church is called All Saints, so I'll double check that when we get home. This week is going to be a good week because Rianne, which is our daughter, she's actually away on a residential trip for a week. So I'm going to be really busy having a complete week of nighttime investigations as well as daytime. And I'm expecting the church bells to go off, so I will not swear. But as you can see, we've got a few soldiers here. And whatnot. It doesn't look like it's a very big church. Beautiful stone path. Let's take you over here and show you this grave. Now, some people will probably wonder why some graves have bars around them. And basically, years ago, they used to have such things called grave robbers or grave diggers. And what they used to do is they used to dig up the dead for teaching purposes. I presume that one there, I can't read. I presume that looks like a little kiddie's grave. But this is what I was saying to you about. And basically, it's just because to stop people robbing graves. And we've got two there that are caged up as well. So we'll go back round on the path and then I can give you a full 360 of the church and the grounds. I really am hoping the church is open. According to the website, it is. It's open from 10 AM till 5. And there's another one there, look, as you can see, that's got railings around it. And another one there. It looks like it's a nice little graveyard, to be honest. There is a few new ones. Obviously, that must be a child's one there, look. Because it looks quite small. Might not be, I don't know. And as you can see, the tree out the way, there's the church itself. It's even got a sundial. But it's beautiful. And the doors are open, so yes, I presume the church will be open. But before we go in, I will just take you a walk round the grounds. Obviously, there's Richard taking pictures. Oh my God, look at that big one down there. Oh well, check this one out, guys. Look at that one there. That, what do they call them? They're not a mausoleum. Oh, this is very old round here. Oh wow. There's another one there. But look at that one. It's massive. I have never ever seen. It must be a family crypt or tomb or something like that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my call out now, and we will see if there are any spirits here in the graveyard. Shall I go spirit talker or necrometer? We'll go spirit talker. Right, I'll get spirit talker out then. The sun's come out now, and I've just spotted this headstone. Look at that one there. It says Whacker, man of the road. Sorry, that was my bag that just fell off my shoulder. So that would be interesting if we could get in communication with Whacker. What a name. Unless they're clearing away. Did I just hear talking then? Did I just hear talking? I've just heard talking, but there's nobody down there, look. That's really strange. Right, so I've got the tablet up and running. I am going to go Spirit Talker. And for those who have seen my new piece of equipment, the yes-no device, I've brought that with me today. So that will be interesting. We're going to use that in the church. I think they've cleared all of this away, clear space. Good morning, spirits. If there are any spirits here that would like to connect with me, would like to speak with me, my name is Joanne. My name is Joanne. I don't mean you any harm or any disrespect. I'm just here to speak with you. If you'd be so kind to do so. I don't mean you any harm, and I certainly don't mean you any disrespect. I'm just here to chat with you. It's the gentleman they call Whacker here. So as you can see, Spirit Talker's on. Is the gentleman called Whacker here? Please, are there any spirits here that would like to come forward and communicate with me? If any spirits can hear my voice. There's some really nice unusual names. Maud. Edith. Sit. Sit. Okay, well, I'm going to go into the church and I will have a sit down there. And then you can sit down with me if you would like to. Could you tell me a bit more about this beautiful church, please? If I come in the church, you can come and sit with me. Don't know whether you can see that. There we go, look, sit. Okay, I'm going to come in the church now. Would you like to follow me? So let's go in. Please close the door. Oh.
Are you hearing me?
I can hear something. Oh, it smells funny in here. Oh, that smells funny. Well, it's only a little church. Are there any spirits inside this church? Oh wow, check that out. Check that out. No. That is who she is. She is Lady Elizabeth Seymour Knightley. Lady Elizabeth was first cousin to King Edward.
We're family.
Have you got family here then? Am I talking with Lady Elizabeth? I'll let you read that, guys. And then obviously the family tree. And it says, Here lieth ye body of ye right honourable ye laddie Elizabeth Seymour, ye foredaughter to ye high and mighty Prince Edward, Duke of Somerset, Protector of England, Duke of Somerset, Protector of England, and uncle to King Edward VI, who was also ye second wife of Sir Richard Knightley of Norton, by whom he
Don't upset him.
Oh, okay. Does that mean I shouldn't be talking about him? Well, that's told me. Oh, I've just gone awfully shivery. Lady Elizabeth, if this is you, you have a beautiful monument tomb. Do I not need to talk about him then? Am I doing that wrong? Should I not be talking about him? I'll just pull you back a bit. Look at that. That is gorgeous. And like I say, if you wanted to do, like I was saying before, I was told not to talk about him. And it said, Knightley of Norton, by whom he had issue 7 sons and 2 daughters, Seymour, Ferdinando, Dudley, John, Nathaniel, Robert and Francis.
Electric.
Okay, you can interfere with this equipment, that's absolutely fine. Look at that organ. There's Richard. Say good morning, Richard.
Good morning.
Look at that. That's just given me the shivers. I was told not to talk about him. And there's a plaque here. If I zoom in, here lieth body of Dudley Knightley, son to Sir Richard Knightley of Norton, by his second wife, Lady Elizabeth, which is, she's over there. Oh wow. Oh, don't that look creepy, look. Oh, creepy. In dem resurrection tanti pionorosi ex vias mortimatis save hictus asporus Elizabeth venenati nat fetia phila rishi eni di Compton veni incom mili margarate Zoris.
Look, I'm here.
Okay, whereabouts are you then? Lady Elizabeth, is this you? Lady Elizabeth? Please, may I speak with you? Oh my God, this church is giving me the creeps. What I'm going to do is I feel back drawn over to Elizabeth's tomb. So what I'll do is I'm going to set the yes, no there. And we'll also set the K2. And I'm going to be using another piece of equipment, which is my singing bowl. So we will get set up over here.
Abhorrence.
I do not know what that word is. Abhorrence. Okay, Lady Elizabeth. Lady Elizabeth. If I get some equipment out, it won't harm you. But would you be so kind to communicate with me, please? Lady Elizabeth. Please may I have permission to place this on your tomb? Can I place this by you, Lady Elizabeth? Would that be okay? Now, I don't know whether you can see.
Glenn.
That is going. Lady Elizabeth, if this is you, thank you. Please may I ask, can you just stop those lights a second for me? Lady Elizabeth, I will speak with you. Thank you.
15.
Is that how old you were? Were you 15 years old? Thank you for that. Thank you. Lady Elizabeth, do you mind me speaking with you? If you'd like me to speak with you, can you make that go to red for me, please? You don't get many people here, do you, come and communicate with you? Would you be so kind to communicate with me? I mean you no harm or disrespect, Lady Elizabeth. I've gone awfully cold and shivery here. Phew, right, I'm just going to get Richard to hold the tripod while I get the yes-no device out. As you can see, that is still going. So I'll just zoom out for a minute. If Richard can just hold the camera by the K2. As you can see, we're nowhere near the K2. I'm here. I'm here. Lady Elizabeth is there. Oh, right, I'm going to get the yes no out.
Revulsion.
Revulsion, what does that mean? If this is Lady Elizabeth, what does that mean, please? So all the rustling you're going to hear, guys, is just me taking my device out. Lady Elizabeth, I've got this device as well. Would you be so kind to answer it through this way? Look, the sun's coming out now. Thank you. I'm going to switch this on, Lady Elizabeth, okay? And it gives me lights, yes for red, yes for no, yes for green, and red for no. Right, so that's now working. Lady Elizabeth, may I place this on you? May I put this just there? Okay. You have two lights, Lady Elizabeth. You have a red light.
Edith.
Hello, Edith. Am I talking with you? So these are K2s still going. I have two lights there. One is green and one will light up red. Would you be so kind to helping me communicate with you and light those up for me? Can you perhaps touch one of those? No? Oh, okay. I've never used this bit of kit before, guys, so I don't know why is it doing that? Okay, can you switch those off for me then? If this is Edith. Lady Elizabeth, if that's you, can you switch them off for me? Please, these devices will not harm you. Mate, if I remove it from you and put it in front of your tomb, would that be okay? There you are, it's gone to green light now. Thank you, Lady Elizabeth, or Edith. Would any spirits here, whether it be Edith or Lady Elizabeth?
Necro.
Necro, okay. Does that mean they want me to use the necrophonic? Please, can I just ask one more time to try and communicate if you could touch one of those lights on the floor? Either red for no and green for yes. I'm going to switch the K2 off. I'm going to switch this off. It feels so cold here. Feels so cold. Right, I've turned the K2 off. Now I've got that. Okay, we're going to stand back. Okay, Lady Elizabeth, if this is you, I'm going to stand back. And I ask that you kindly, and if you would be so kind to do so, put those lights on. There'll be a red light and a green light. Green light if you want to communicate. Red light if you...
I control this place.
Okay, that's fine. Well, can you control my devices then, please? Can you perhaps make them light up for me? All you've got to do is just touch them. One will go green if you want to communicate. And the other...
Gaining more energy.
That's fine, you can gain as much energy as you want. That is absolutely fine.
Julia.
Julia. Okay. Do we have multiple spirits here in this church then? Please, all I'm asking is for just clarification. If you can make any one of those lights go off for me. They won't harm you. They will not harm you. If you want more energy, I can give you more energy. This is where the next bit of kit's going to come in. So, obviously, my singing bowl.
I lived right here.
Did you enjoy living here then? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the singing bowl, and what this does is this is meant to draw energy. I have gone awfully cold behind me. I'm shaking. There is something behind me. Who's behind me? It's just like you've put a block of ice behind my back. Look, I'm shaking. Did you hear that then? Can you do that again for me?
Feel.
I think I have just felt you. Oh. Lady Elizabeth, can you please, or Edith, or Julia, can you please put those lights on? All you've got to do is just walk up to them like that. Oh, it's so cold in this area. Oh. If that's you, can you do that again for me, please? Can you make that noise again? I'm going to walk around with the singing bowl now, just to...
Are you an investigator?
Yes, I am an investigator. I am an investigator. I like to communicate with spirits. How weird is that? It's just said, are you an investigator? Please come forward and speak. Oh wow. Am I an investigator? How weird is that? Can you hear that? It's like it's mimicking the sound of the... Are you mimicking the sound of that?
We show us lights.
That sounds very much like the singing bowl. That is weird. Can you do that again? Can you stop? No. Have we still got Lady Elizabeth here? Am I an investigator? How weird is that? What I'm going to do is I'm going to move these lights. That's weird, it's mimicking the singing bowl. If you can make them light up for me. Like I say, green for yes, red for no. Where is that noise coming from? Are you from the 1300s then? That's very interesting. So do you think you could put those lights on for me? I'm just going to sit down here. What is that noise? Godfrey, if you're here, or if Lady Elizabeth is here, those two red lights you can see is obviously the infrared, I think. Could you go up and maybe touch one of those lights for me? Can you perhaps make them...
I'm nasty.
What was that? I'm nasty. Well, if you're nasty, I'm not scared of you. Now the camera's gone out of focus.
Splendor.
Now the camera's gone out of focus. The camera's gone all blurry. Are you affecting... There we go. Were you just affecting the equipment then? Have I just heightened up your energy with the singing bowl? Do you know what, Richard? I'm getting a very horrible feeling about this place. Lady Elizabeth, would you be so kind to communicate some more with me? And may I ask, please, who was it you said? Don't talk about him. And now that noise has stopped. You know that whatever noise it was. Maybe you can show yourself on camera. You stand in front of this camera. Lady Elizabeth. What I'm going to do is I am going to go necrophonic and just see what...
Florence.
Hello, Florence. I'm here, I don't mean you any harm. I'm just here to chat with you. I was really hoping you could chat with me. I'm going to change to another device now, which allows me, well, allows you to communicate with me. And what it will do is it will eliminate a white noise. Do you not want me to communicate with you? Can you turn that off? Can you turn that off if you don't want me to communicate with you? What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch it off. And then I'm going to switch it on again. Okay.
Trumpet.
You can play the trumpet. Can I hear you play the trumpet then? And can you make one of those lights go off for me?
Listen to this.
Go on then, I'm listening. Richard, shush, shush, shush. Is that you I hear creaking and walking about? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch Spirit Talker off and we'll go necrophonic and we'll see what we get come through with that. And I'm getting a horrible feeling inside this church. Absolutely horrible feeling. Right.
Necrophonic.
Okay. Would you be able to speak to me through this way? Walking. Lady Elizabeth, are you here? Me. Please, can you make those lights come on? Can you turn those lights on for me, spirits? If that's just what you've told me to do, then please don't be nasty. No, I won't get out. If you want me to get out, make one of those lights go off. Make one of those lights go off if you want me to go. And I will. Because I'm not leaving here until you make clarification and you turn one of those lights on. Go on, I dare you. Please don't be nasty to me. Make one of those lights go off. You can use my energy. Make a noise. Sit. I am sitting. Come on. Come where? Do you want me to go outside? Do you want me to come outside? Whatever's here, obviously he's not happy with me here. Have I stirred something up using the singing bowl? My new piece of equipment hasn't gone off, but the K2 has. That noise you can hear, that's Richard fumbling about, because there is a book space where you can donate books and everything. But we will go and do an investigation in the grounds now. I think we've had communication with Lady Elizabeth. I think she protects this place. But anyway, we'll leave the church and we will go out into the grounds. Let's go. Okay, spirits or spirit, Lady Elizabeth, I'm going outside now. I'm going to go and have a walk round the graveyard. You are welcome to follow me, and you are welcome to join me. But I do ask that you stay here when I leave. You do not have my permission to follow me, so therefore, please don't. So what we'll do now, necrophonic, you have to press that button. It's still going off. I'm getting out of this church. I don't like it. Pack it in. Pack it in. I haven't even started that because you have to press the start. Pack it in. Pack it in. Stop. Right, you stay here. That was really interesting. That was really interesting. Obviously something doesn't like me in that church. Have I just hyped up the energy with the singing bowl? I don't know. But we're now going to do an investigation in the grounds. I'm going to switch the tablet back on and we will go. So I thought I had tapping behind me, but the wind's blowing those leaflets. And what we'll do is freaking out here. What we'll do is we'll go ghost tube this time. You can see that. We'll go ghost tube. And we will see what comes through on ghost tube. So there we now, we've got ghost tube running. Who's here? And it's making that horrible noise. It's really bright. It's making that noise again. Whacker, are you here? Whacker, are you here? Was it you that was trying to scare me in the church? It's making that noise again, that do do do. Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? Now the tablet's just died on me. Right, we'll go back to Spirit Talker then, I think. And I can find it. There we go. We'll go back to Spirit Talker. Let's go and check this big grave out. I don't think someone liked me in that church, you know. I have that effect on spirits. Some like me, some don't. Right. Spirit Talker's on. This must have been a family plot. Berla Botfield, Charlotte Botfield, Sarah Withering, Are there any spirits out here that would like to communicate with me, please? Look at that hole, look. Ooh, creepy hole. Please, who's here? Are there any spirits here that would like to communicate with me? I've got a feeling Lady Elizabeth protects that church. Please?
True.
True. And I've just said, I bet Lady Elizabeth protects that church. Where are you? And it's just come up true. I think Lady Elizabeth haunts that church. I am getting some really good communication this morning, or this afternoon. I can't believe it. But I definitely think Lady Elizabeth is protecting this church. And when it said don't talk about him, is that her trying to say something? You never know. Was Lady Elizabeth telling me to not speak about him? This place is strange. And obviously I said, I bet Lady Elizabeth protects this church, and it's come up true. How weird. Obviously the new bit of equipment, I've still got to get used to using it and trying it out still, but that's the first time I used it. And the singing bowl, I think the singing bowl hyped it up a bit, and that's what it's meant to do. It's meant to give a high vibration.
I am Ambrose.
Hello, Ambrose. Ambrose, thank you for communicating with me. Ambrose, are you buried here? Let's go and see if we can find Ambrose. See if there's a headstone with Ambrose. Ambrose, my name is Joanne, and I've come to communicate with spirits that are here. Please, may I ask, are you buried here? Ambrose, are you buried here?
Wait and see.
Okay. Are you going to lead me to your headstone? Are you going to lead me to your headstone, Ambrose? Ambrose, if you're buried here, can you please tell me, am I getting close to your headstone? There is some old headstones here.
Knocking.
Ambrose, I won't be able to hear you knock. See, some of these headstones you can't even read them. Agatha. That's quite a nice name, isn't it, Agatha? Ambrose. Samuel, Elizabeth. Samuel, there's a lot of Samuels here. Ambrose, are you here? Or were you here in visitation? Ambrose, I mean you no harm or disrespect, lovely. So I'm just having a walk around, see if I can see any headstones with the name Ambrose on it. There's Ambrose. I'm just wondering. Wouldn't be Ambrose. These soldiers' graves wouldn't be Ambrose, would they? No.
Choice.
What is your choice? What is your choice? Do you choose to come here then, Ambrose? If this is still Ambrose I'm talking with. Do you still come here? Ambrose, please come and speak with me, lovely. I'm trying to find your grave.
Johnson.
Johnson. Okay, was that your second name then? Or is that your first name, Johnson?
We were executed.
You were executed. I'm wondering if it's back from Lady Elizabeth, because she had connections with Edward, whoever he was. So I'm just wondering if it's back in the... It's just come up, we were executed, and I'm just wondering if it's... I've had the name Ambrose, and I'm just wondering if he had connections with Lady Elizabeth and executed. But I can't see any headstones with the name Ambrose on. Right, what we'll do... I'm not going back into the church because I've got a horrible feeling.
More to the stories.
More to the stories, so there's probably more. More to the stories. So I'm wondering if there's more to Lady Elizabeth than what people think there is. So, looks like I'm going to be researching again to find out about Lady Elizabeth. And by looking at the clouds, it looks like it is coming over all gloomy. Right, Spirit, you stay here. You do not have my permission to follow me. You stay here and you do not follow me. So on that note then,
Scottish.
Scottish, okay. Does that mean you came from Scotland then? Right, yeah, the wind's picking up now and it's coming over. It's coming over all grey. Ava. I have seen a headstone with the name Ava on it. I can't remember. I think it was around there. I think it was around here. It's a funny headstone. Did you see the headstone with Wacker? Yeah. The man of the road? That'd be interesting to find out. But like I said, I'm going to have to do more research. And I've just felt a few spots of rain. So what we'll do then, my lovely bunch of spooklings, and the battery's on 1%, it's got 1 bar. So what we'll do, let me come in here for a minute and let me finish this off in here. So
Faces in fog.
whatever that means, I don't know. What's it say? Faces in fog. Faces in fog. Okay. So that was one of today's investigations. It's All Saints Church here. But what we'll do is we will leave it there. Obviously, thanks again for joining me on this adventure. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please go to my channel, like and subscribe. It's totally free, it doesn't cost anything, and all your support would not be able for me to do this without your love and support. So like I say, thanks for watching. Say goodbye, Richard.
Goodbye.
He's outside. So until the next time, guys, stay safe, happy hunting, and I'll see you on the next adventure. Bye.